What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the vlog. We're going to be talking today about building the brand, building the brands, and everything that goes into it and where we're at now. Because last time we kind of did a video like this, the whole series Building the Brand, the first season, I guess you could call, on my YouTube channel, it kind of showed you starting out with Reps Up Athletics. And as much as fun as that was and as much enjoyment as I got out of that, it was more of a learning lesson than actually a brand that came from it, because we've switched things up. It's been a huge difference, and if you followed the vlog to any point, you'll know what's up. You'll know about Limitless. You'll know about the few other things that we're going to be talking about today, but you don't know the nitty gritty. You don't know where we're at right now. So this will be kind of a life update with more of a business update to give you guys kind of a full perspective of how my brand is going and everything we're doing. So there's lots of new stuff. So I'm so excited for you to be here, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching the video. Stay tuned and let's go. All right, so what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the vlog. We've had a lot going on. Shit's been crazy this last little while, trying to juggle everything, but we had to have a business meeting, me and Darnell, for the podcast that we're trying to create here, and shit's just been hitting the fan left, right, and center when it comes to the contacts that I've made for it. One of the contacts is like, the studio's not available anymore. Call another one, they say it is. Email another one, they say it's not. And it's just been going back and forth, and it's a huge gong show. So we've looked at a few of our options, and I'm kind of trying to weigh them all out. So me and Darnell need to have a business meeting about this, but it's such a beautiful day outside that it would honestly be a shame to just sit in my apartment or go somewhere and have coffee or, like, you know, do something inside. So I got the clubs in the back. I'm dressed to impress the green, and we are going to play a round of golf and go over some business shit. So I'm gonna try and show you guys a couple of the shots, some business talk, maybe give you guys a background look, but we'll see how it goes. It is golf. If there's a bunch of people behind me, I probably can't film too much, but I'll update you guys as much as I can as I go. But yeah, basically just a business meeting on the green. I love it. This is fucking dope. Let's fucking go. I got some monsters for us in the bag there. Surprised Darnell with that. So hopefully we're all energized, ready to play a good game of golf. Got the clubs back there, just double check. Yes, sir. All right, Shooters is just up the street here. So I'm gonna catch you guys real soon. How's the game going today?
What?
How's the game going today?
Not bad. Did you get a cam?
New camera now. This is just my first one.
Oh, damn.
The smaller guy. I'm gonna go actually.
Just to say, this game could be a lot better. Started off decent with the first hole. We are now on a third. I've pretty much quadrupled the amount of times I've hit in these consecutive holes, but hopefully, as we move on, or as we keep going, it gets better. You can only go up from here, hopefully.
Right? We hope. We hope.
Ideally.
I'm gonna get my pitching wedge and my putter.
Putter.
Where am I at here? That's a decent shot. I mean, I shot close up, so I shouldn't be too impressed, but where are you? Way in the boonies? I'm just gonna putt from here. Beautifully far. That's two though. So first one I do want to talk about today, and this will be one that you guys do know about, is Live Limitless. So that's my new clothing brand. That's going to be the that's what transitioned from Reps Up Athletics to Live Limitless, and for a number of reasons. The major one, if you did see my video, how I avoided being sued by Drake, it was kind of a whole story about it, but the gist of it is that someone on Drake's team, P Rain, who goes by Preem now, he has a subdivision of Drake's company in some sort of way, and it's called Reps Up Entertainment. Now, I could go forward and do Reps Up Athletics, but if I crossed over into any entertainment kind of spectrum of any sort, it would step on toes, and I'm pretty sure Drake's got some pretty good lawyers, so that would kind of like put a damper on things, and it may not happen for 10 years, it may never happen, it may happen in 2 years, but do I risk building that, and then having it happen, or, you know, always be treading because I don't want it to happen? So we kind of, well, I personally took the direction to just kind of kibosh it, to just kind of say no and move forward in a different direction. And at the time, the name was great, but I wanted something more me, so this kind of involved everything I was into, and it's just a good name. Actually, Tegan, my girlfriend, came up with it, and I was snowballing ideas for so long that she actually threw that at me, and I loved it from the get-go. So that's kind of where the name came from and everything. So in this series, I will be diving into everything we're doing with the clothing brand. So each week will be a different aspect of the brands that I'm building, and I'll kind of dive into each one to kind of show you guys in every different episode about it. So when we do the clothing ones, it'll be any update to do with that as it comes up. But for now, due to the fraud and everything, we're just getting back on track. So I don't want to give an exact date, but coming up pretty soon, we're going to have our first Limitless launch. So I'm super stoked, and I'll show you guys a little bit more as we get into that. But that's kind of where we're at with Live Limitless and the whole clothing side.
Almost.
That was so close. Damn it. We're just gonna count that. We're just gonna say that went in, because fuck that. And for those of y'all who do probably know, some of you probably don't know, my coaching was being transferred into Live Limitless, and it was gonna be all under one thing. So when it comes to my coaching, I was transitioning everything into that. I had my pages transitioning into that. I had my newsletters transitioning into that. I had everything to do with my clients, my coaching app, everything. And then I was talking to a lawyer about, he's actually a business lawyer, but I was talking to him, and he just gave me some free advice, telling me that if I did want to do what I want to do in the end, because I do have bigger goals with my coaching and all these businesses that we're going to be talking about today, I do have bigger goals with them in the long run. So to have them all lumped into one, if something were to go wrong, or I want to change something, or if I want to switch anything up or do anything different, sell any one of them, or just demolish one of them, it would affect everything else in that umbrella. So instead of doing that, there's a few other ways to do it. We're not going to get into that aspect today, but for things like a corporation or sole proprietorship, or when you're registering a business, there's lots of things that go into it. So in the long run, it benefits me more to have it separate. So we've taken it away, and we've pulled it back from Live Limitless, and that's going to be straight clothing. And we're going to be doing the Slim Thick Academy again, because I do coach primarily all women, and that's for a number of reasons. But for the coaching academy, we're actually working on a custom app right now. So this month, all of July, we're kind of building it and creating it, and it's going to be for all my clients. So I will have to transition from the app I'm in now into my custom app, but it'll be all our branding. So we're working on branding everything, getting it registered, getting it all worked out, all the kinks. So there's lots that goes into it. So I have noticed, and this is a downfall of me, so if you are one of my clients, I apologize, but I have noticed that sometimes I do fall behind on a bunch of things because there's so many things going on. But it's got to be like this for the next little while in order for me to get to that next level. So I'm going to be grinding, but when I get to that next level, everything will be so set up and running so smoothly that everyone will be taken care of, everything will be doing well, and it'll just be a matter of me keeping it moving, keeping it progressing, and I'll have people in place to kind of help me where I've been lacking. So we're getting there. It's progressing very good, but it's going to take some time. So that's kind of where we're at with that. But as far as the coaching goes, I got a handful of amazing ladies who are still in my coaching program, who are thriving, doing amazing, getting amazing results. So I appreciate each and every one of them. And yeah, that's kind of where the Slim Thick Academy is going to be going. So if you know or want coaching, hit me up. We got an amazing group of ladies in there slaying it. So let me know, and we can set you up, or we can get you a meal plan, custom program, or if you just need some advice, I'm always there to talk. I'm always there to, point you in the right direction. I love helping people. This is what I do. This is why I do everything. So if you do need help, just nudge me and I'll give you some pointers in the right direction.
Too much.
Too much mustard. The water. Oh, that's a tease. Oh, that's a tease. Oh, that's a tease. Ah! Does that... I want to just move the stick. Alright, well, I'll see if my ball flew over here. So another big one that I do want to talk about is the podcast. So you guys do know the podcast was the Grow Hustle Motivate podcast. Then as I brought Limitless in, we got to the 100th episode of the Grow Hustle Motivate podcast, and we changed it to Limitless Radio because that just fit the brand, everything. But now that we're kind of doing things in a different direction, I guess I'll announce it. I don't know if he's announced it on his vlog yet, but me and my buddy Darnell, we're going to be doing Limitless Pursuit Radio, so it's going to be a joint podcast between me and him because I had him on my podcast lots. We're doing interviews together. He's done interviews for Popeyes here in Winnipeg lots. I've even joined him on a couple of them, so we are very, very well diverse in communicating with people when it comes to interviewing them and keeping the conversation going, and me and him work really well together. So when it comes to this, we do have the same vision, the same outlook, so we're just joining forces. We're actually building an amazing studio right now, so we're putting the pieces together. We're supposed to be renting one, and it's like 2 days before our first recording. I've called them numerous times, had a conversation on the phone with them. Everything sounds great. Then they're like, yeah, so just to confirm your time, you're going to have to email this email here, and they will tell you what time's available, and you just take one on the day you need. I'm like, okay, perfect. That's great. So we get all set up, we get everything going. I've booked a bunch of interviews. I've done everything. So we've got like people scheduled for weeks and weeks and weeks in advance because they don't want to fall behind. And then they send me a message and they're like, oh, sorry for the inconvenience, but we actually don't rent that out anymore. We actually repurposed it for another reason. So I'm like, I've been talking to someone for like 2 months now about this, and you're telling me it now? So I call someone, again, the number I had. They tell me, yeah, you just book, try this email. I'm like, okay. Weird that you sent me a link last time, but okay, we'll try the email. So I email the email, same message. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So I call back. They tell me again to try again. So I do, and then I had a conversation with that person, and they said that the person on the phone must not know what they're talking about, even though it was a guy and then a girl. They must not know. I don't know what kind of business you're running that you can have your staff that answer the phone not know what the fuck's going on, and then you've changed it to something else. It blows my mind. But either way, I'm glad it happened now. It's actually kind of detoured us into a better direction where we've actually took it upon ourselves to create our own podcast studio. So we're developing it right now here in Winnipeg. It's going to be hype. We're trying to expedite the whole process because we still do have people booked for the next week or two, so we might have to push someone back a week and kind of adjust things, but since it'll be our space, we can kind of do it how we want, and it won't be like pushing them back a week. We can push it back a day or two depending on, like, we're ordering equipment, we're ordering a bunch of stuff to actually get it recorded. We're setting up it on like all streaming platforms. We're also setting up the space, so it's a lot of kind of work to do in a short amount of time, so we're kind of trying to expedite the process, but it'll be cool when it happens, and we don't want to rush it to the point where it's like a shittier end product. So we're taking our time, but still trying to expedite the whole process. So Limitless Pursuit Radio, you heard it here first. It's going to be hype. It's going to be interviewing a bunch of local people, people abroad. We'll do it online, but for the most part, it's just about anyone who's hungry, anyone who's trying to get it, anyone who's trying to achieve something higher than themselves, anyone who's trying to take it to that next level, whether it's fitness, whether it's lifestyle, whether it's business, whether it's just being a better parent, doing things that have been challenging and taking you to that next level, and people battling adversity and just hearing their stories and really motivating people. And no one does that here in the community, so I feel it'll be a great way for people to display their stories, for people to kind of relate with people, and to just grow the community and build it to something bigger and more inclusive than it is now, so people really get to understand the background story of people, especially here in Winnipeg. So it'll be super cool. Limitless Pursuit Radio, stay tuned for that because it's going to go off. It's me and Darnell.
You need the muffin top on that thing.
Hey, is that even going to be cool? Yours rolled up there a bit, eh?
Did it go this far? Wait, where'd it go? Maybe?
So I think this was mine.
Yeah, that one's yours for sure.
And of course, as you must already know about the vlog because you're here watching it. So if you don't, welcome. I appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. It really helps me grow, and I'm just going to keep coming with value, keep giving you guys much fire. So the next thing, obviously, the vlog. So like I said, if you're here watching it, thank you. But we're going to be vamping it up. I do have a bunch of types of content coming, if that makes sense. So instead of just the everyday vlog on this channel, I'm going to be giving you guys a bunch more nutrition and a bunch more fitness and a bunch more business kind of stuff, so you can see everything. So we'll be doing building the brand this series. You'll be able to check out videos. I don't know how the scheduling is going to go for each one, but each week will be one of another kind of segment. So you guys will get a couple. Try and do 2 a week, but we'll see how it goes because I do a lot. So with this one, building the brand, I'll be showing you guys everything to do with the brand, everything that's going on behind the scenes. Then we'll be doing Limitless Kitchen, where here at my apartment in the kitchen, I will be cooking food from some of my client meal plans. So 1 week we might do high protein, the next one we might do keto, the next one we might do like vegetarian, whatever it kind of is. We'll be displaying that. I'll be showing you guys a grocery haul. So I'll be showing you guys everything I got. So macro wise, excuse me. I'll be showing you guys like the prices, everything, so you know how much this meal can cost and how like that style of dieting or eating does affect your budget. So I'll be showing you that, and I'll be cooking it, and then I'll be having some friends over and we'll enjoy the meal, and they'll have an honest review of how it tastes, what it's like, and if they would eat it and buy it, and then you guys will get an honest review on that. So we'll be doing Limitless Kitchen. And then we'll also be doing some workouts. So lots of my ladies in my community, and with my custom app being built now, I do need to do custom movements. Like every time someone goes in there, because it is all online, they might not know how to do a proper bench press. So I have a video, hey guys, I'm Garrick Stover, here's how to do a proper bench press. So here's the form, and I walk them through it, and there's a video of me doing a few sets. So that's kind of what I need to update for all of my custom apps, and then also do a couple of like actual 20-minute workouts. So there'll be some pre-made workouts that I can give to my clients in there, but I'll also be putting that on the YouTube channel so you guys can get advantage and take full advantage of those as well. So there'll be some for like targeting certain areas of the body, some cardio, some HIIT workouts, all at home, some with equipment, some with not, but more or less just to get at you guys able to work out at home with basically nothing. So that'll be here on the channel as well. And then obviously you'll have the day in the life vlogs where you guys get to see all the good shit I'm doing every single day, kind of the background of my life. So that's kind of where we're going to be at with the vlogs. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because there's going to be lots of fire value coming at you guys all year. I'm not planning on stopping. I'm planning on going. So please subscribe. It does mean the world to me. Much love, guys.
Come on that one. Yes, it. There you go. Slapped on. Almost in the water. What if mine just rolled down into the water? I guess this is it, eh? Sir, you all are. Sir, this is our.
All right, and this is kind of a cool one. This is kind of the next step. And I know what y'all's thinking. I know what a bunch of people are saying. Like, you're doing way too much, you're stretching yourself thin. You got to focus on one thing. I've heard that all before. So many people have told me, like, why do you do all these things? Why is it so many things you're trying to achieve, especially all at once? And it's not like I'm doing them all at once. They've been things that have been building chunk by chunk for years now, like years. Especially this next one. This next one's been the earliest one. Even before I did any fitness shit, this is what I was doing. So for those of you who don't know, I was in a music group. I managed it. I was one of the lead artists in it, made the beats, produced, DJ'd, like I did everything to do with that. We were traveling, we toured, nothing too crazy. Like we opened up for a bunch of cool names here in Winnipeg, like Swollen Members, MGK, Tech9, like the list goes on and on and on and on. R.A. the Rugged Man, so many, like I had a wall full of posters at one point of everyone that we actually did. But long story short, we're kind of going to bring that back, but in a new style. I don't know if I'll be per se one of the artists anymore, but I might use it as a creative outlet at some point, and something might come of it. But for the most part, I'm going to manage everything, and we're going to bring on artists as if it's an actual record label. But for the most part, I'm going to set it up, and then I'm going to delegate things out to people and have them take, not creative control, but like have the lead hand in driving it to where it needs to go. So I will set up and I'll buy the vehicle, and then I'll find the drivers to drive that vehicle, if that makes sense. And then I'll still be the one putting the gas in it. I'll still be the one overseeing how that engine's running, but I will have people driving that vehicle while I'm off servicing this vehicle and I'm off servicing this vehicle. And because I really thrive off the business, I really thrive off like building brands, and I really thrive off like finding out angles on how to work things and navigating through problems and issues. And it's kind of what I really like. So with that, I can build all these businesses, help a bunch of people in my community out by giving, like, for example, one of the things I do want to do is within each one of these is give certain people certain tasks that I know and that could use it. So like for my sister, for example, stay-at-home mom. One of the things I'm going to do with Live Limitless is I'm going to present her with the opportunity where she has a really nice home. She has a room in the basement where she can keep some clothing. So if she wants to be my distribution center, I can pay her for her time. She can still be at home watching the kids, and then she can just do it when the kids are napping or when the kids are at school or whatever it is, right? So in her spare time, she can be fulfilling these orders, and then at the end of the day, I just go pay, come up and mail them out. Or we have a service come up and mail them out once we get to a big enough point. But my point being that it doesn't need to be tasks that are unachievable for people. I want to provide people with tasks and jobs that serve them, pay them well, and fit their lifestyles completely, and then it helps the brand that they're enjoying it. They have a better quality of life, and it just snowballs into much bigger things. So that's kind of where we're at with that as well. So with the Rhyme Lab part, we're getting back into that. I kind of got sidetracked. But the Rhyme Lab part is going to be a record label. I'm going to just manage it and own it. I'm partnering with my buddy again, Sean. We're going to be taking this on. I'm going to be kind of the forefront just because I'll be here building it, but he'll be like the right-hand dude in all of it. So we're going to see how this goes. It'll be a slower play, but it'll definitely come in handy. So you guys will be seeing some content about that here and there as well.
Still use pitching wedge. Still use a pitching.
What's the score right now?
I think you're actually up one.
Boom, baby.
Yeah.
It's about time. Man, that was we're playing shitty.
Right?
I've gone through so many tees.
Are you like breaking the tees when you hit them?
Some
of them? Yeah.
Some I like lose where they were. And I'm like, oh. One got shoved so far in the ground I couldn't get it out because I don't have nails. So I'm just like, wow,
shit,
whatever.
Yeah.
Energy drink. Ah.
Oh.
And of course, you guys will be getting a healthy dose of my health and fitness. As a health and fitness coach, you'll be seeing my nutrition, like my diets, my workouts, all that kind of stuff, just in my day-to-day life. So you guys will be getting a healthy dose of that as well. So stay tuned if you're interested in that. Right now, I'm kind of just going to the gym and I'm not really on a plan right now. I'm actually going to create one today for me and my buddy, but I'm not really per se following a strict plan. I'm more or less just going there and getting a good workout. I know what needs to be done. I know what I trained last. I'm kind of so up on it that I don't really feel like it's more like intuitive training, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of just maintaining everything because there's so much going on, as you guys can tell in this vlog, that I don't really want to be super, super strict. I just want to stay in good health, be strong, be fit, and, you know, be able to live limitless, baby. So that's kind of where we're at right now, but we are jumping into a strong workout program as I'm going to create it later today. So as soon as I'm done this editing, putting this up, I'm going to jump into that. So that's what I'll be doing as this video's up and probably as you're watching this. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing with my health and fitness. We're going to be doing a bulk. I'm going to be trying to gain some size and strength. So it's going to be a size and strength program, and it's going to be like deadlifts, squats, bench pressing, not just body power lifting stuff, but it'll have those core elements, and it'll also have like more of a bodybuilding feel to it. So you guys can follow along if you're interested in that as well. So that's more content coming at you. Alright, so I'm gonna go with my 5-iron, if you guys can see that. See how I do. See how I yabba dabba do. It's recycling, it's not stealing, it's recycling.
I want the ad.
Rich Guy Sport playing with a TaylorMade here, me and Darnell. And then the last two things I do kind of want to cover because I feel they're kind of important is my new job. So for any of you who do not know, I did get a new job. I was working at Popeyes, and honestly, it breaks my heart to say that I don't work there anymore. It breaks my heart the little screen thing comes up and says ex-employee, because shit, I loved it there. It was awesome. The people are great. It was, you know, I met Darnell there. I met DJ there. You've seen them in my vlogs before. I also met a bunch of other cool people, but you guys haven't seen them in a vlog, so I won't even mention them, but you know who you are. But it just super cool, super amazing place to work, super cool experience. The customers that would come in, the people that you'd meet, the interactions you'd have, the employees, like it was just amazing overall. It's just, I got a call to do what I was doing before at a different company, ran a little bit different, a little more by the book. And they offered me a beautiful amount to come do what I was doing before. And one of the things that was holding me back, if I'm being honest, for most of my brand growth was the fact that it took lots of money, and the fact that like I do have an apartment, I do have bills I have to pay. I was paying for a truck, which is paid off now, but I did have like a $700 payment for a truck every single month. I did have rent, I did have all these things that, you know, most people do have. But with that being said, working at a job like that and doing my coaching, it was paying for my life. It was allowing me to live the life I lived. It wasn't allowing me to put much into my businesses as a surplus. So I did need something to kind of excel that. So I figured, you know what? Bite the bullet. I'm being offered this. It's a sign. I'm going to go back to it. And who knows if I'm going to be here for that long? Who knows if I'm going to be here forever? I don't know. But it is a great influx of money. They offered me a lot to do what I do. So it's super cool, and I'm super fortunate and grateful for the opportunity, because honestly, this is the one thing that was holding me back. And now we've got everything you've just heard about that's being funded by this, including my life, and it's just, I'm super grateful for it. So I felt like I wanted to touch that in here so you guys can actually see the truth behind it and know that I'm grinding my ass off for this shit, and it's gonna work. It's gonna fucking work, because I'm still here. I'm still here doing it. And it only fails when you quit. It only fails when you quit, folks. That was a nice shank. Coming at you. Or not. And the last point that I do want to kind of touch on, and it's one of the most important points I feel as you get older, you start to realize how beneficial these can be. So I've been looking into investments, I've been looking to investors, and I'm looking to get into that whole space. So I have been talking to a few people. I have been in touch with a couple of people in the crypto space, and I have been in touch with some people in like the stock market space, and some people just overall business investments. And honestly, it terrifies the fuck out of me because there's so much I don't know. And I felt like I had a pretty good handle. Like I talked to the average person and I know a little bit more, but then I talked to these people and I'm like, holy shit, you guys know a lot. So, but these people specialize in that area. So it'd be like someone talking to me about fitness, right? Like this is what I study, this is what I do day to day. I make programs, I make meal plans. So I'm in it every single day. I'm immersed in it just like them. So you pick up tricks, you understand things a little bit better. You're always on it. So it's just, they get it. So I am talking to them, and a few things I'm going to be doing. I'm actually saving up for a few investments right now, and then putting some money into an investor, and he's going to kind of take care of some of that. So that's building up right now. But I do just want to talk to you guys about it a little bit, because the older you get, the more important it seems to be. And for lots of me and my friends, it's becoming this thing that's could benefit a lot of us. So if you are someone who is looking to invest, basically how it works is you take money that you have, and this is going to be the most layman term. You take money and buy stocks in something, you buy crypto, you buy anything that can rise and fall, and you kind of put out your money, and then as it climbs, if you have an investor, it's probably the best point. That's why I'm doing it, because I don't really know enough, I can't follow it fast enough. But if he sees it dipping and he knows the trends and everything, and he says like it's not going to come back, he may sell it, he may buy more. But he'll be doing that, or she will be doing that all for you. That's why, or you could do it, but like fuck that, right? Way too much. So if you invest in an investor, they do take a portion of that cut, but they're always trying to make you money. So it's like a way to make passive income that you don't really have to work for. You just kind of pay this person, or you put it in there and you let it rise and fall, and you just pull out when you do. But my best advice would be hire an investor. But basically, it's just a nice way to have money being made from your money, putting your money to work for you. So it's another source of income. And one of the main reasons why I tell you guys everything I'm doing for all my income, and one of the reasons why I try and have all of these things going, is because I was told at a very young age that every millionaire and every multimillionaire and every billionaire has a minimum, and this is a minimum, of 7 sources of income. So with that being said, everything I just described to you would push me above 7 sources of income. Now, if I can do that and then think of more and have all these being built and have it benefiting so many people, like, it's not just me looking about the money and being a millionaire. It's about me making a larger impact. It's about me being able to provide for my family on such a level that I'm comfortable, they're doing something they love. I have businesses that I love. I can go over to this one and it's working with some people I love, and they're doing amazing work. They're feeling great. I go over here and it's some people I love, and it's this business, and we're doing this and this, and then I'm here in the music one, and it's just, it'd make my soul happy, it'd make my heart happy. It'd be amazing to be able to provide that for people. So that's kind of the reason why I'm doing this all, and that's why I really resonated with the name Live Limitless, because I think so many people get comfortable, get complacent, get like okay with scraping by or having just enough, where I feel like, and not even, financially per se, just being able to live, being able to thrive, not being able to just get by. And like, so many of us just make enough money to get by, to eat enough food, to do enough things in your life that you're not kind of crazy, but you never really got to see that part of the world you wanted to see. You never got to experience that experience because you never made enough money, because you never did the thing you wanted to do. And it's just, there's so many ways of going about it, but it snowballs into this bigger picture that you get stuck in like this hamster wheel, just the same thing over and over and over and over again, like this Groundhog Day. And I feel like I'm just so passionate about reaching that next level of, one day I want to be able to be working from this part of the world, still making an impact in people's lives, because I've put the right people in place who are happy doing what they're doing, who are making good money, who are able to do other things as well. And like, as it snowballs, they'll be in positions to further and do other things. And it's just, there's so much to it, guys. And I hope this is making sense, because I'm kind of rambling on, but this is the shit that goes on in my head every single day. But that's kind of a gist of what you guys are going to see in this new series, or this new season of Building the Brand. So stay tuned for episode 2. This will be episode 1. Not sure how the scheduling is going to go, but I'll keep you guys posted. As always, much love. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe, please like, and give this video a thumbs up, as it does mean a lot and helps the brand grow. So as we're saying, build the brand, help me build the brand. Much love, guys, and I'll catch you in the next episode. So what do you think we do in terms of like pulling it into a spot? Do you think, like, in terms of like, I know the route we want to go, but I just mean for now, do we like hold off?
I think it's worth it.
Because like, I mean, even if
already there,
right?
Yeah.
And then does it look bad if like we recorded all video in there and then like
down back in my bag and I gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of heels, yeah, she be riding on that thing like a Ferris wheel. Yeah, I love 'em.
Hold up before you guys go. If there's something you guys want to know, if there's something you guys want to know more about that you think I would have the answer for, comment down below of any episode and I'll try to get it into the next episode and kind of explain it. So if you wanted to know more about like the music side and how that kind of works, let me know. If you want to know more about the podcasting, what we're going to be doing, I'll be super transparent. So if you want to set something up, if you want to do something that I'm doing within this video, this is why I'm doing it, so you can see how it's done, so you can get kind of the input and you can see some people are doing it just like you can too. So if you have any questions, hit the comment section down below and I'll get back to each and every single one of you. Much love and catch you soon. Peace.